Next Sajida, Tabassum, be ready. Yes.
Can I start, sir?
Yes, you can start.
Okay, sir. How may I address you during role play as a child?
You can call me Indira Gandhi. My name is Mrs. Indira Gandhi. And my daughter's name is Jhansi Gandhi.
Okay. Can I start, sir?
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, nurse.
My name is Neena, one of the registered nurses who is working this community health center. May I know your name, please?
My name is Indira Gandhi. You can call me Mrs. Gandhi. And my daughter's name is Jhansi.
Okay. So, Ms. Indira, could you please tell me the reason behind your visit?
Yeah. Nurse, I came here regarding my 3-year-old daughter, Jhansi. She gets a severe motion sickness, especially when she's traveling in a car, you know. The family will be making a long car journey soon, and the parent would like some advice, and I would like to have some advice.
Okay, Ms. Indira, I really understand your concerns and you are on the right place. So I'll give you some more advices regarding your child's motion sickness. So before moving further, can I proceed with you a few questions regarding your child's problem?
Yes, of course, nurse.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Indira. So have you tried any treatment for cure this motion sickness, such as anti-nausea wristband or medications?
No, nurse. Actually, we don't have any idea about that one. But can you? I want to know more about so my child's health. You know, I have just tried the bands. Okay, they did not help. I didn't try medication or anything else. I don't like to give my daughter medication. I don't think it's good for her. And I have never asked for medical advice about her motion sickness before. This is the first time, nurse.
Okay, thank you for your valuable information. So, Indira, the medication for the motion sickness will be provide a lot of benefits for your child because it is highly effective to manage these conditions as much as earlier. And your child is 3 year old. The age wise she is appropriate to have this medication, and this tablets does not have any side effect and does not make any harm to your child. And some kind of side effects such as drowsiness and abdominal upset, I promise you your child does not experience this kind of side effects. Is that clear with you?
Yes, of course, nurse.
Okay, one more thing I would like to tell you is that it is better to consult a pharmacist. So she will provide you a detailed information regarding the medication options. So you can choose which medications is appropriate for your child to cure this motion sickness. How does that sound, Ms. Indira?
Yes, that's very fine, nurse. That's really fine. And
Okay,
yeah,
thank you.
actually, the thing is, my daughter likes looking at books while in the car. I wonder if this may make her motion sickness worse.
Okay, from your words, I can confirm that the reading books while traveling is the main cause behind this motion sickness, because she is while reading these books, she is looking down and it will conflict the multiple senses from inner ear and eyes. So what you do is that do not close the windows of the car, because let's get fresh air to your child to improve her conditions, as well as advise your child to look straight forward. Moreover, light meals has been provided before traveling, it would be highly beneficial for your child to recover from this motion sickness. Additionally, I will provide a brochure which include the detailed instructions to cure these current symptoms. Is that okay with you?
Yes, of course, nurse.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Indira. So would you like to ask any other questions?
Yeah, actually, those recommendations are really useful. I hope my
Thank you.
daughter will grow out of the motion sequence eventually.
Okay, being a mother, I really understand your concerns regarding your child's conditions. So when children get older, these kind of symptoms are quite common and it can be manageable easily by themselves. So once you implement those instructions, what I discussed with you, you can see a drastic improvement in your child's conditions. How does that sound?
Yeah, that's a really fine, nurse. I don't have any
Okay.
more questions. I'll follow the
Okay.
advice and talk to the pharmacist, nurse.
Okay, thank you, Miss Indira. So you don't need to be upset about your child conditions because it can be manageable easily. So earlier I mentioned that once you follow these instructions, you will see a changes. So don't need to be worried about that. So I hope I clarified all of your doubts regarding your child's motion sickness. In case any additional information is deemed extremely relevant, please do not hesitate to contact me. I'm available here for all the time, and I wish you a happy journey to your family. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, nurse. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Now let's go for feedback. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
So, right. Neena, Johny, you're actually a fast learner. I have to tell you those which you are interested, you grasp them like that one. But some suggestions you are not seriously taking seriousness. So those things which you feel comfortable, you are taking very clearly. And that is the reason why you have a lot of improvement, especially regarding fluency and grammar. But there are some areas where you are doing mistakes. I gave these suggestions before also, but you're not able to implement. Maybe you are taking not that much effort to minimize those mistakes, or maybe you are giving a deaf ear to that one. Means not because you don't have interest, but because you don't see the importance of them. One such is, I told you maybe 2 times or 3 times before itself that you don't use advices. Advices. I told you use advice, not advices. But still you are using the same word. I don't know why. You're burning your skin there. Because this is a regular word for you. And when it's a regular word for you, you'll definitely use it. And when you definitely use it, you definitely make the mistake. Because you definitely did not try to seriously end this problem. That's the point. You did not put a serious effort. You listened, you heard me, but you did not listen to me, this particular word. Hearing is different, listening is different. When I said, don't use the word advices, because there is no advices, it is uncountable now, and you cannot use 1 advice, 2 advices, 3 advices, the same thing I told you time and again. But again, the word is coming, does mean that it is already there in your blood still. You did not do the dialysis. You did not clean your blood. So what you have to do is, you have to remove that blood, put it in the dialysis machine and go 3 or 4 rounds. So then again, it will be fine. In the same way, this sentence should go not 3 or 4 times, but 10 to 20 times, because the blood is damaged totally. Okay. Last stage of damage. So now you have to clean it very perfectly. What you have to do is, this word you have to use in your own sentences. I will give you some advice. Some advice, not advices. Based on the doctor's advice, you follow my advice. You followed my advice. That's why your condition is improving. If you do not follow the advice, your condition will remain stagnated or will even deteriorate if condition worsens. Advice, see how many different styles I use the word advice. So you are not really putting effort. You did not put effort. I know that very clearly. You do. When I told you, you are listening, but you did not put it. That's why it is coming again. Every student, whatever mistakes they do, I have in my mind what I told them, the suggestions also. Maybe I do not remember your name, but definitely I'll remember these things because this is my bread and butter. The names of the students are not important for me. This subject is more important for me because this is why you came to me. So make it a practice that you use 10 to 12 sentences today. And every day you use this word for at least 3-4 times. Today you use 10 sentences. Makes 10 sentences using the word advice. It is very common word for you. It will definitely come, and if it definitely comes, you will definitely do the mistake because you definitely did not practice this. You cannot stop this word. It is ingrained on your mind. It will definitely come. So now the only option is correct it in the real scenario, sentences, and not just writing them down, speak them out. Make your tongue practice. Immediately say wise, not vices. Ad comes immediately wise or vices. So your mind should follow it. You make it practice to your tongue. Advice, 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 advice. Finished. Yeah. Second one is will be provided. These medicines will be provided. These medicines will provide relief. These medicines will provide relief. Will be provided is wrong. It is will be provided, passive voice. Medications will be provided. That is it. Medications will provide relief. Will give relief. That's the word. Medications will give. Medications will be provided by somebody. That is passive voice. This is active voice. So be careful. Next one. These tablets. This is also a mistake which is happening again. These tablets. These tablets. These tablets or this tablet. These tablets or this tablets. Be careful. This also mistake repeating. You're not taking action on these things. You're doing well. You're improving all different things. That is different. But error rectification of errors is all the more important. All others you are improving. You're improving your style. You are improving your fluency. You are improving your quality. You are improving your sentence structures. You are improving your grammar. You are improving your vocabulary. But the most important aspect is identification of the errors and correcting the errors. Okay, you're learning something new, very effectively you're learning. The way how you're speaking, everything is fine. But this is your Achilles heel. Means vulnerable point. Very vulnerable point. The examiner will strike you on this point. I'm only striking you. You don't have words. You don't have words. You have been caught red-handed. And you cannot open your mouth. Okay. Simon Sir tells, OET doesn't tell. So be happy, Simon Sir is telling you. And then your child does not experience. Your child does not experience. Your child will not experience is the right, because you're talking about the future. If you do this, your child will not. That is what you wanted to say. I know that. Your child does not experience. How can you say my child does not experience? Mother can say my child does not experience, but how can you say? It is not a universal truth for you. It is not a habitual action which you are seeing in your child. You're talking about somebody else's child. Maybe she has come for the first time or second time. You don't know anything about him, then you cannot say that one. So you can only say in the future what will not happen. Now you do this, if you take this, your child will not experience. If you take this, your child. So does not experience, doesn't suit here, will not experience. The next one. Which medications is, which medications is, again repeating the same mistakes. I told you, I know your mistakes. That is why I'm able to catch them easily. Which medications is, you go to the audio and you listen. This is what you told. Which medications is, medications is. What do you mean by this connection? Is it matching? Medications is plural and is singular. Medications is plural, is singular. You can say medication is or medications are. I hope you understand that. Now you are hearing. Hearing doesn't mean listening. Hearing doesn't mean listening. When you listen, the result will be different. Earlier you heard, that's why you're doing the same mistakes. But now you listen. Next time these mistakes should not be there. So try to put all your effort. I don't know if you're upset with this feedback also. That is, I cannot help you because you paid for me to give this one. I have no other option. I have to correct you. And this is my duty. And nobody can stop me from giving corrections. Okay? It is my name. I cannot withhold. So I have to tell you. Now you have 1 minute. Okay? You have 1 minute to share your experience.
Actually, I'm glad to share my experience. Through this live session, I got many ideas and the importance of vocabularies, especially C1 and C2 vocabularies, and the quality assurance sentences. I have been learning one by one day. So yeah, a lot of information. I go through this every session, and I'm so glad and I'm so thankful, sir. So yeah, that's all about, sir.
Yeah, I need a promise from you now. You have gained a lot of improvement, but you are saturated. Okay, you are saturated. Is this 1 minute? Yeah. So you have gained a lot of improvement. Lot of improvement I can see. That I can tell you. The improvement increased from somewhere from 20% to 80 or even 85%. I can tell you the improvement is there. But you have come to a saturation point. I don't know. What is that saturated point? Enough of this. Just I will do whatever possible. Like that, you came to a saturation point where you cannot take in more. Okay. So that is hindering you from putting inside. So filling the tank, you think that it's already filled. So you close the lid. I don't know, you know better. And I'm telling you, I will not be wrong. I'm telling you, I'm a university psychology first rank student. I can just tell you, okay, you're my child. I'm not criticizing you. I'm telling you the fact. Somewhere something is wrong. So for some things you are closing doors. Error correction, you are closing doors. So that's why I opened it and I'm telling you. These sentences, these mistakes, go to the YouTube and see whatever I told you. I gave you some suggestions. Take one word. What is that? Advice. Even in my sleep, if I wake up and somebody wakes me up and say, tell me something. No, my advice is, I will say, my advices are, I will never say. So you should come to a stage like that. Even in your sleep, if I ask you, give me, if I tell, give me some advices. No, sir. Advices is wrong. Don't use advices. You have to say advice. You cannot use that. So you should be ready to attack the other person like that. Then that means it is confident. Immediately you should say, even if it is your boss also, you should have the courage to tell, sir, forgive me, but let me tell you. Okay, I'm not correcting you because you're my boss, but I'm just suggesting you. Advice is uncountable. You cannot say advices. I think you will take me seriously. I'm only just, okay, telling you because I value you very much. I don't want you to speak any wrong sentences and somebody notice them. So I'm telling you what I know, I'm telling you because I am your subordinate. Your name is very important for me. So I'm telling you, advices, don't use sir again. I'm your boss. You are telling me like this. I am Neena. You are my boss. So I'm telling you like this. Never again use advices, sir. Try to practice using without S. Regularly practice every day 10 to 20 sentences you use and you'll forget the habit of using S. So like this you practice. This is very important. You're going for the exam shortly. So if you don't change it, okay, you are giving a deaf ear to these particular corrections. Okay, not me. You're listening to me. I know that one. You're listening to me. You're very obedient to me. If I say anything, you'll do. I say, open your video, you're opening. Come for the session, you came immediately, directly jump. Type your name, you're following me. That is different. That's different. But you are not respecting the mistakes here. You're not respecting the mistakes. That's why the mistakes are happening again. You see, learn how to respect the mistakes. These mistakes will never happen. And remember me, if these mistakes are continued, you will lose 50 marks in the exam. Maybe instead of getting 400 marks, you will get only 350. Who knows, you will get 340 also. Unless and until you start respecting your mistakes and saluting them, bowing down your head to them and treating them with respect and correcting them and altering your style and using them regularly and practicing them on a daily basis and implementing them in your speeches on a perfect every platform, every speech, you'll definitely use this advice. And that particular time you will become correct. So all these mistakes are already told you 2 or 3 times. Correct or not? Am I telling anything wrong?
No, sir.
So now implement it seriously. These are only your vulnerable areas. Vulnerable. That means these are your danger zones. If OED is going to attack you, they will attack you only on these points. Your fluency is not a problem. Your grammar is not a problem. Your accuracy is not a problem. Your vocabulary is not a problem. There are many other things which are not problem. But this is your vulnerable area. They are very clearly caught because these are the most common mistakes of everyone. Okay, right. So that's the